Hi everybody, it's Shanna. I'm Shanna with Shanna Sweets, and this is my monthly tutorial for my sweet treats. If you're new to me, my sweet treats is a monthly gift to my customers. I give you the products to make these two cards for anybody purchasing product from me during the current month, which this is November. If you use the host code that I provide with this tutorial or on my blog, it is in the right hand corner, usually this part of the corner of my blog. It'll show the picture of these cards, and it has a code, and you just put that code in whenever you place an order, and that just gives me a little credit to help provide my cardstock. And also I do a blog candy on my blog. If you make a comment on any blog post during that month, I give away a product to people. I do a drawing at the end of the month, and that just helps me to give back to my customers. You get a card, and like I said, the product to make these cards. I don't give any stamped images because that's against Stampin' Up's policies, but I do usually leave you a space, so if you don't have the stamp set that I'm featuring that month, then you can do something else in this spot or this spot with any other stamped item. But I can provide you the cardstock, and I can usually cut out with the dies that I'm using, so you can make that choice. But I do show you how to make these particular two stamp things. So the stamp set that I'm featuring this month is also Eclectic, and it does come with a Thinlit set. So these are not available as a bundle anymore because they were in last year's catalog that got pulled forward. But they are super cute, and the dies, they do cut out most of the images. They do have a couple extra little things, like this particular die here is not doesn't cut out anything. This little diamond cuts out extra piece here. So there is little extras that do other stuff than just cut out frames. So that's why sometimes if you have a scan and cut, I have a scan and cut, and I still buy frame Thinlits because they do extra stuff. So I'm going to get to it, and I'm going to show you how to make these two cards. The colored cardstock I'm featuring this time is Rich Razzleberry. I do a lot with the Rich Razzleberry. We're also going to use Garden Grove here. And I'm using the Country Lane DSP for this one. I was going to do a product-based class here locally, and it just didn't work out. I just couldn't get it together to do that class. So I have a bunch of that DSP, so I thought I would use it up. So let's do the one with the Rich Razzleberry first. I'm using the Rich Razzleberry for my card base, and I'm going to go ahead and just fold that in half because I'm not using any sort of ribbon or anything on this one. So we'll just go ahead and fold the piece in half, and I'm going to use my bone folder to get that one. And then I have a piece of white that is just 4 by 5.5. Let me grab my little snail adhesive here. And I'm going to put this one square on. Then I have a piece of the DSP, and I just use the side that is polka dotted. And this piece I'm going to kind of make sure yep, see, there you go, I'm almost turning. I'm going to kind of make it cockeyed, but still make it fit within my card base. And this piece is 5 by 3 1/4. So see, just kind of a little fun twist. Now, I took a piece of the grape, why did I say grape? Grapefruit Grove, that's what I want to say. And I cut it here for, it's just a little, I think it's supposed to be just a little bit over 4, so 4 1/8 by 2. And then I just put the die like in the middle, and here I got this one right on the edge, so it kind of cut the piece, but it's going to kind of cover it up, so I'm not too worried about it. So it'll fit here just right like that. Can you see that? So if you're careful, don't get it on the edge like I did. So I'm going to just put that, and I'm going to use some wet glue here because you can't really get tape. So I'm going to just put my multi-purpose glue and just glue the edges. Maybe put dots here in the middle. And that's what I'm going to do too. And I just kind of feel like making this one kind of cockeyed. And then I can take my scissors here, turn it over, and then just trim off the edges that stuck out. And then I have the trio punch here, and I have a piece of white that is 3 1/4 by 2 3/4, and I'm just going to run it through the corner punch, all 4 corners. I don't feel like that one really got in there good. So it's real easy to use this trio punch. There's 3 different decorative edges. And then my DSP, the yellow one here, I've got, it is 3 by 2 1/2. So just a 1/4 inch smaller, just like I would use for any of my other pieces. And then I'm just going to go ahead and layer this piece right in the middle. And I'm not going to put this on any dimensionals. And I'm going to just layer that. And I'm kind of going to make that a little cockeyed. I think I want to cockeye it the other way though. Then I'm using this little leaf punch. And I have some pear pizzazz here. And I'm going to cut 3 sprigs out. You know what? I did not use the punch for that. Now that I did that, I actually used the die. Sorry about that. Dawned on me after I did that that's not what I did. You could use the punch though. So let me just, and you can actually cut 2 out at once if you just lay your paper on top of each other. What? Okay, well, I guess it helps if man, I guess my plate is so nice and pretty that I didn't even realize that So yeah, so see there, I did 2 at once, and it will cut it out. And then I'm just going to run it backwards. Oops, don't want to waste that paper. And backwards for your last piece. And that'll give me 3 pieces. And you could do 2 or 3. I did 3 in this case. So I'm going to put my 3 and kind of position them. I kind of just positioned them this way. And then I thought I had, here it is. I'm just going to use some Scotch tape first and put those did not get that last one down. Okay, so now that I got everything down, I want to show you, I guess I should have bought it. I want to show you how to cut out this other die. So I have a piece of the rose glimmer paper, and we're going to cut this very intricate one. And really I need my precision base plate. So this works better on the precision base plate because it's very intricate. So take that and forward and back. Okay. And when you cut it out, you're going to have that. See that? Then take this piece and you have to line up the notches. So figure out where the notches are at. Here we go. And you just want to be very careful that you don't get the precision base kit plate, because it's not magnetic. I just go ahead and put a little postie because it can slide when you're putting your plate down. So I just feel better if I put a post-it note down there. And then it pops out. And there you go. You have your piece cut out. Okay. And then we're going to stamp our image. Now, because I can't see this again, I just find it easier. And here I can see the notch right here, and I can see the notch on my paper, so it's much easier. And I just line it up. Much easier than the other way. And then I take my, I think this is my Rich Razzleberry markers. Then I got some Winkastella to throw in the middle. Now, I'm going to use my fine tip glue pen, which I probably could have put this on Sizzix adhesive strip, but I just didn't want to do it for that little bitty piece of paper. And then, let's see if I can find that notch again. There's we go. Finding the notch is so much easier when putting it down on the paper now. Of course, put my cap on. Now I can take some dimensionals. Like that. Just a little bit of paper stuck up there. It's going to drive me crazy. I think I might stick just a couple glue dots because that's driving me nuts that that's loosey-goosey. Isn't that crazy how little things just drive you nuts? I think it's the perfectionist in us that drive us crazy about little things. But there we go. That one piece just was driving me crazy. So, now it looks better. I feel better now. Okay, on to the next card, now that it drove me nuts. Okay, mint macaroon. This color was carried forward from well, actually a couple times ago. It had gone away and came back. So, glad I didn't get rid of the paper the first time. So, folded in half, 8.5 by 8.5 by 5.5. And then I had, okay, Sierra Sand is, okay, we're going to wrap some twine. So I'm going to take my DSP, which is actually a little bit different. It is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. So I wanted just a tiny border this time. And we're going to take some white twine. After, I guess I want to put my banners up here first. So we are going to run this through the triple banner punch. So I have one banner is 2 by 4.5, the big one. And 2 inches is the big part on our triple banner punch. So just slide it in. Boom. Flip that same wood paper over and it's 2 by 4. Boom. And then I've taken 1.5 by 3.5 for the last one. Now, before we add the last one, we are going to take this one little leaf stamp here that's kind of got all the decorative stuff on it. And we're going to stamp it. I don't know what it is. I made them give me a new early espresso because it just acts funky. I don't know about it. re-inked it and everything. It still acts wonky. So there we go. I'm going to go ahead while I got this ink out. Actually, I think I inked, yeah, I did that in the Rich Razzleberry. So I'm not going to do that yet. So let's go ahead and put our banners down. And I ran out. So to refill these, you just pop out the old. Got a bunch of new ones over here. Open the package. Pull out the little paper. And boom, brand new. That is if you use the right size. Okay, so we're going to plop down our, right here, our wood grain at the top. And then I kind of just eyeballed it. That one. And then the last one. Okay, then take our white twine. Leave a tail so that you can tie a bow. And however many times you want to, I'll do this one 3 times. Do not understand why tying a bow is so difficult. All right, at least I got the knot tied now. Boom. Doesn't seem that hard once it's done, huh? Okay. So I tried several times trying to decide how I wanted to do this. And what I finally decided upon, I'm going to stamp this first. This is 1/4 of an inch by 1.5. And then I just banner. Somewhere's my chamois. Clean that off before I totally make a mess. Which we did red at my class this week. Can you tell? My chamois is like, I think, permanently red now. So, decided that I was going to put this on here. Okay, now what I decided was to take this piece that supposedly is like, stamp it off, and then stamp over the top. And then you get kind of this shaded, oh Lord, totally not in the picture. So it gives you a distressy look. And okay, 2 is probably overkill for that, but don't really have one for the stem, so alright, decide where you want it. And then I'm going to use this part for up here. Straighten that. Now it can go on the mint macaroon. Alright, I will try to edit out the forever and a day bow making that took me. That is the 2 cards of my sweet treat video. Thank you again for participating with me in this month's tutorial. I hope you will keep following me. Check out my blog and my Facebook page, Shanna Sweets. It's the name of both my blog and my Facebook. My husband is slowly but surely working on a new website for me, so I will be transitioning hopefully here in the next few months to that. But I'm always available right now. The information will be down below. Thank you so much. Bye.